Hi, welcome back to Genesis Custom Sabers, and this is the latest custom commission that I've just completed, and the new owner and I have agreed to call this Lodestar, which is a reference to a guiding star, a guiding light in navigation terms. Of course, this saber has a backstory as requested by the customer. It was requested to be a more subdued, more utilitarian design. So I've designed a custom saber with a two-handed grip with this really cool spaced diamond knurl pattern. Of course, a shroud. It's very durable looking. It's got a light weathering on this. I would call this a lightly used weathering. And this video is going to serve as the instructions for the new owner, but also to show off the saber and what it can do. It's got the Crystal Focus version 9 in, and really high tech. So right off the bat, to get started, there's a kill key that's recessed in there. You pull that kill key, you hear the saber boot up, and that means it's active and ready to go. I've got a blade plug in there. The saber will come with one of my 3D printed blade plugs. Of course, if you want more information on this kind of blade plug, you can just click the link in the video, in the description of the video, and it'll explain how to get one of those for yourself. Blade plug just comes out, and then you can put in any 1-inch blade that's designed to fit. The blade retention screw holds it in so it doesn't go flying out through somebody's window. Of course, the white button is the activation button. The buttons are offset, and the black button is the auxiliary button for the lockup and all the different effects. Of course, this is my unhinged sound font. It's got 12 of my sound fonts on here. All the clash sounds, swing sounds, all the different sound effects. Now, if you want to change to a different sound font, you just hold down the auxiliary button.
Sound bank selection.
And now you're in the menu.
Audio player.
So you can just switch to a different sound font. Hold it down, it selects that sound font, and boots up in your new sound font. And it'll fire up in whatever blade color you last selected for that sound font. This saber is suitable for medium to moderate dueling. Basically any dueling except the full-on hardest dueling. The reason is because this is a high-end saber with a crystal chassis inside. Even though the crystal chassis is shockproof, and when the saber is complete like this, it's very durable. I just don't want anybody going full bore on a moving truck and damaging their saber. So with the kill key out, it's possible to unscrew the saber from this joint. I don't permit taking apart any of this part of the saber. Would void the warranty, but grabbing it like that and unscrewing, it unscrews beautifully right from that joint. Again, you don't want to do it with the kill key in because it'll potentially twist or shift the chassis. If it ever does shift, there's an adjustment screw there. It can be gently loosened. The chassis can be rotated just slightly, not too much, and then tightened again. Of course, you can see it's got a crystal pulsing away in there with the blade color that was selected. With this saber, I'll point out that the crystal mirrors the blade. So you activate it, you hit both buttons together, that toggles through the different colors, and you'll notice the crystal also changes and corresponds with the different colors. And when you select one, you just stay on that. The crystal is now pulsing with that color. So as you can see, the crystal's pulsing away there with the last blade color that was selected. You can see there's some copper rods in there that provide some energy points to point at the crystal. The crystal is shock-proofed in there, but you don't want to press on it too hard or do anything that's going to damage that. Of course, you can see the 4 LED bar graph blinking away on the Crystal Focus. When it's in active mode, if you hold the auxiliary button down, the black button, it gives you a battery level reading. Of course, all those are adjustable and changeable with the Crystal Focus and the SD card and the Rice editor. So in display mode like this, the saber is not meant to be dueled with or fought with. It's just meant for show. So the crystal pulses away. The deep sleep mode is turned off. Of course, the user can go in and make changes and turn it on so that it can sit on a shelf, and that crystal will just pulse away until the battery dies. Of course, you can put the kill key in, and that shuts all the power off, and that's for long-term storage. So anyways, to get access to the SD card to make changes to the saber, I will point out too that there's a Rice port right there. So if you plug in the supplied Rice cable, download the drivers, download the program for Rice, which will come with an accompanying CD, You just plug that in. You can make changes to the settings of the saber, the flicker, the blade color, all kinds of different things. If you want to click on, or if you want to see a video, basically with some of the basic features that you can adjust with the Rice editor, just click on the link provided on the video screen right now, and that'll take you to another video I did showing how to operate some basic Rice. But if you do want to change sound fonts, what you need to do is you need to get access to the SD card. So with this saber, the way to do that is there's two triangles on either side of the 3D printed wire cover. Your fingers go in those triangles, and this little lever right here, just you want to press it that way slightly, and you grip this and it'll just pop right out. So your 3D printed wire cover comes off, and then of course with the kill key in, you can use the magic implement, which is a pencil, which I don't seem to have. I don't have a pencil. I'm going to use a pen. Press in the SD card, you hear it click. You can use pliers to gently pull out the SD card. You can put it back in your computer. Whoops, make changes to it. Put on new sound fonts. And when it comes time, it's a tight fit, but it is possible to get the SD card in there. You want to get it seated just right. Press it in so you hear it click. Pull out the kill key. You hear it boot up and you know you've got it perfect. So to put the wire cover on, again, it hinges back here, so you put the back in first, and then you just press down and it snaps in place. And that's ready to go. So when you're ready to put the saber back together, again, make sure the kill key is out, and you want to gently slide the parts together, and you want to gently start to thread it. It's really easy to get it to connect, so any resistance, and you know that there's some dirt in the threads, you need to clean those out. You want to twist that until you've got your recharge port lined up. Kill key goes back in. That's how to operate this saber. So I hope the new owner is really pleased with it. Thanks again for watching.